I can't.
Other phone, turn the...
Aquaban, welcome to Expat Life Ghana. I'm Ayo, and this is Tony, and we're documenting our move from Texas to Ghana as we go beyond the return.
We're glad you're here, joining us in this. Join us in the chat because we're looking forward to a real conversation tonight. Sorry.
Absolutely. So in this video, we are having a conversation to find out and talk about freedom and leaving racism. How do you feel about that?
Yeah.
Well, so let's go ahead and get this video started.
We are glad you're here. Join us in the chat because we're looking forward to a real conversation tonight.
I think so. And if you are not already subscribed to the channel, be sure to do so now so you can join us the last Friday of every month here live with you.
Yeah. Before we get into all of that, we have some shout outs that we need to get through.
You see everybody out there.
Everybody sees me. They're like, hey, Tony! So let's see, Eugene and Abri. I saw Eugene. I was out in Abri over the weekend, and he's like, yo, dude, Tony. I'm like, okay. Then we see Steve at the Palace Mall. Him and his family walked up to me like, yo. I'm like, all right. Cynthia, she's from Ghana. She's she just watches our YouTube channel. So shout outs to Miss Cynthia for watching our channel, and she's Ghanaian, and it's so weird to see Ghanaian people here.
I know, right?
Watch. So
yeah, that's cool.
That was great. We had some day trips this
you actually had quite a few. I don't think I put everybody's name
here. Just a couple of
if you had a trip. Thank you.
Yeah, we appreciate that. Just a couple quick shout outs to some memorable people. Told them, hey, we'll shout you out. But Miss Carlene, Miss Barbara, we were in Bree Gardens the other day, and they had such a great time. We even stopped in the village and said hi to a couple folks in the family. So that was great for them.
That's so fun.
And Dwight from San Fran.
You called me after that spotting.
Yeah, that dude was like, yo, Tony.
People hit the deck, they got scared.
I know. I was scared to move. I was like, whoa. And this dude, he was like, yo, meeting you was like meeting Denzel. I'm like, yo, dude, come on, man. Denzel. But some people don't get out too much. So but hey, Dwight, man, it was a real pleasure, man, to meet you and your wife, and a great group. It looked like you guys were with out touring at the W.B. Du Bois Museum. So you're out.
Yeah.
And I got spotted. So
and that's cool. It is fun to see people like out and about when you're out doing things. It really does remind me of exactly how far of a reach this channel has. Sometimes absolutely. It's crazy. But I love it, and you are always out running about, so you see everyone.
Yes, and I was out and about today, running around, and I stopped in East Legon today to see the folks at Alpha Free. The place, it was packed with some new designs and patterns, and I just happened to pick this little thing
I am digging the pattern on this dress.
Oh, yeah.
Sorry, I know you want to talk about you, but like, let me just say.
I don't shine like you're shining. You're more like formal wear today or something with that. That's very
That's the part that I love, is that all the dresses are so wearable. So like this one, I have to like
stand up, do your thing.
It's got pockets, ladies. You know how I feel about the pockets, right? The sleeves are going on tight.
It's a nice little Coca-Cola frame there.
Oh, hey, thank you.
Really nice, really nice.
I really like the pattern of this of this dress with the colors in it. So this was.
And you know what? I'm looking at that pattern.
What?
That reminds me of that blue pattern at the lodge.
You like it then?
Yeah, so it's really nice, really nice.
Well,
looks good on you too.
Thank you. Special thanks for them for outfitting us tonight. And I even think someone was in the comments a little earlier already asking about the purple dress that I wore
couple weeks ago. Or the
I
last
don't remember. Yeah, they were asking about that one. So if you are curious, it comes from Alpha Freak, and their details are in the show notes below, but you can find them on Instagram. There's a couple pictures of you on Instagram with them.
What?
Okay.
Getting my model on.
Well, so thank you very much,
Yes.
Alpha Freak. We appreciate the collaboration with you.
Yes.
People are wanting to know. Keep asking, Tony. When is the next meet and greet?
We're gonna have a pop-up in August.
Are we?
Yeah, this pop-up.
Uh-oh.
Because we have an official meet and greet November 19th.
Okay, November 19th. We're writing that one down.
Yeah.
But you don't want to wait that long, so you're doing a pop-up in
Yeah, there's
August.
a pop-up. We're just gonna do a quick, hey, let's we're all gonna meet up here.
Okay. All right. So drop in the comments. Are you thinking like a beach thing? Are you thinking like a barbecue thing? Are you thinking like a bar thing?
How about a barbecue at the beach where there's a bar? Oh, wow.
Okay, then.
Oh, yeah.
I guess you know how to plan them. No comment on that one.
Yeah, well.
Speaking of comments,
Gotta have fun.
let's go ahead and hop in and say hi to some folks. Antonio, how are you?
I'm good. How are you?
I'm good.
I'm good.
Yeah, you know, the weather has turned here in Ghana.
So nice. It's so nice.
It's so beautiful right now. Just like, I just love it.
Yeah, and this is rainy season. It hasn't rained in a while, and it's still cool.
Yes.
It's still very, very cool. So somebody's been sleeping with the windows open and letting the cool breeze come through at night. And
it's lovely.
Hadn't had the ACs running in a couple of days.
It's been a few weeks.
It's been a while.
I'm depriving you now.
Yeah, that's why I'm always at the lodge.
Oh, I love it. I love it. So hey, you get to blow, get that dust blown off you with the breeze rolling through.
Yeah, off of you and onto me with the way the dust is here in Ghana. But another story.
Lavanda, let's transition from that topic. Lavanda, hello. How are you doing? Antonio, yes, you were the one asking about the purple dress, and that is an Alpha Freak. So we did get it from them.
Yeah,
I don't know if she has any of that cut still left in the store, but you definitely can reach out. Jet
Union, always around. Hey, bro, how you doing, man?
How is Orlando doing?
Yeah, is it like hot there, or is it?
I think it's
flooding. Right now. Yeah, I know the States is just getting pounded with all kinds of disasters, floodings and fires.
Anyway, hola, ¿cómo estás? Tyra, how are you doing? From Wisconsin.
From Wisconsin. Hey, we're from 53206.
You just had to throw it?
Yeah, I'm from the hood, yeah. My hood is so hood, CNN did a special on it growing up in Milwaukee. Yeah, for real.
Of your hood? I say it like that because, I wasn't in this 206, sorry.
Yeah, I know.
Yvette just left Ghana last Thursday. Miss it already? Yeah. We know that.
Yeah. That's why I'm not leaving. I don't want to know the missing it feeling.
Mama B's knees. Hey, how are you doing? How's it going?
Hey. James Morrison. Good evening, sir. How are you? James Morrison. That's like a novelist name, huh? James, a book by James Morrison. Anyway, Rochelle Jones, what's up, cousin? From Wiley, Texas. Finally caught her live. Love you guys and can't wait to visit. Hey, can't wait to have you here.
Trina, you said you can't believe you missed a live. You're here.
Yeah.
You're with us, so you didn't miss anything.
Yes. And Mr. Positive 247, I got that. When you come late 2000. Man, don't be teasing me like that. Talking about you got that gear. It's like you coming in tomorrow afternoon or something. Don't be teasing me like that, man. Bring the gear so when you do come, I'll be looking for it. Shalom, Aisha,
Mama D, how
Mama
you
D
doing?
and Malachi. All right, how's it going? And Digital Glow, hello fam, shouting you out from Olympia Fields, Illinois. Heading back to Japan soon.
Luke told me the other day that he wants to go to Japan. So I I don't know. Is that?
That's kind of like out of nowhere.
No, I don't know if it's out of nowhere. He's mentioned something about that before to me.
Japan?
I think he's global now. We've opened up his horizons now. Now we talk about a global.
The India thing. I was like, yeah, let's
yeah,
go to
like
India.
go to see his friend in India.
Mm-hmm. I was like, yeah,
Oh,
let's do that.
So there you go.
Mm-hmm.
4K walk in Ghana. Greetings, a nice stream. Thank you, Trina. How you doing?
Ooh.
The Evans.
Hey, Toby. How you doing? His wife's name starts with a C. I can never remember it.
It's like Cece too, is it?
Cecilia.
You're so good.
I'm good. Winifred, hey, how you doing, fam? It's been a while. We need to catch up.
We still owe you a dinner. Like you can collect on that.
Yeah, anytime. We hear there's a couple new spots in Tema. Coming soon in the video.
Invitation.
Mm-hmm.
Antonio is letting us know we look sharp tonight.
All right, thank you. Alpha Freak, got to give them their credit. Hey,
it's Carly.
It's Carly. Hey, how you doing, Miss Tina? Yes, okay. Yeah, you enjoyed the assistant tour, guys. Luke and Leo were on the tour with us. They were on the field trip to Bree Gardens.
Yes,
they tagged
it is along. Like the bonus of having homeschool is that we get field trips here, and they are fun.
Yeah. She said, we pulled the place we pulled up to. They have a nice kids area, and Leo goes to her. Oh, too bad you're not a kid, because you would have fun here. I'm like, oh, wow.
You could have still had fun out there.
Oh, the ladies enjoyed themselves.
Oh, good.
Yeah, they did. I got video of Miss Barbara on the merry-go-round. So.
Aww. That's so fun.
It's always good to see people just, let the inner kid in them come out.
So Antonio has this really good question, and I just have to put it up there. An online meet and greet. Maybe we should schedule an online meet and greet.
I wonder how that go.
It would be like in a Zoom or in a Meet or something where, you're video conferencing with a group of people.
What did you say? I thought he was just like stream it or something, but online meet and greet. I'll let you handle that.
Okay, well, think about that one. Comment if you want to see that. Ghana or USA in the World Cup?
Why not Ghana?
You're gonna put that out there. He has to back Ghana because he's in Ghana, so he doesn't want to get kicked out.
Yeah, it's I like when Ghana's playing, and they score. You hear that's why Ghana, because you hear everybody react.
The whole of the country goes on.
Yeah, so that's why I'm like, Ghana in the World Cup.
The first time that happened with us here, we were like, what? It was crazy.
Yeah, and then one time we ran out of club and had to go get some, and everybody was screaming. I'm like, I missed the field goal. So it's
exactly
great
what's
here.
happening. Jet. Be there mid-September to October. Any meet and greets then? Hi to the boys. You might do another pop-up. Who knows?
September,
October. Maybe.
Stay tuned. Stay tuned, man. You never know.
Winifred says coming back in December. We expect to see you.
So, yeah. But Jet, if you bring in like Garrett or something like that.
Stop.
Okay. Oh, hey, how you doing? All the way from the VA.
Yo,
Jeff, yo. Jeff. So I'm gonna text you when I get done. I'll WhatsApp you when I get done, just to I'll let you know that package will be in the mail in the next 3 days. It should be getting to you. So I'll see you on the 10th, my man. See you on the 10th, my man.
The Evans are enjoying the cool weather as well.
Yeah.
Emery is coming for the first time from California. Very excited.
Really excited. All right. Well, that's cool, Emery.
We've got folks in here from Georgetown. From Atlanta,
Rita.
From Texas, telling us it is hella hot.
Hella hot, yeah.
Orlando agrees in the mid-90s. So ATL is in the house. Wow, we got everybody in here. DC, how you doing?
Yo, where's our people outside of the States at?
They're here. The Evans are here. There's people. Worldly Fingers, thank you very much. Appreciate that. Carlene is still in Ghana.
Still here? Oh, she leaves.
Oh, the flight was delayed.
Oh.
Oh, yikes.
Oh, well.
Ditto on the weather. No mosquitoes.
No mosquitoes.
Loving it.
Yes. That's what we like to hear. That's what we love to hear.
Out in Cali, Dwight says ran into Tony at the WB a few weeks ago.
Yeah, Dwight. Hey, Dwight. Yeah, that's Dwight.
And Trina made a point of joining us on our live today. We appreciate
that. Thank
that.
you, Trina.
And hi, Maryland.
Sharon.
Tanzania.
African Dream. Hey, there we go. From Hey, Jay Cameron was just out there. Did you get a chance to see him? African Dreaming?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Karen is here from Flint.
Can't stay out of.
He just loves it too much. All right. Well, somebody's peeping us in from the
Shy. All right.
We've got people coming in from all over, and that's great.
Oh, there we go. Montreal.
Yes, there we go.
All
Sorry,
right.
I miss your Montreal. Hello. San Diego. How you doing?
West
Eastern
Coast.
Pennsylvania.
Starting notes.
Ghana.
Hey, whoop, whoop, GH.
Really good conversation we're planning on having tonight.
Yes, really good. I've been
Uh-oh.
mentally avoiding the conversation in my head so it could just be fresh and raw.
You wouldn't talk to me about it because you're like, no. Saving it for the live.
Yeah.
Well, so if you have not watched last week's video, this conversation started in a video we posted last week about someone who joined the closed Facebook group and asked why we let white people in.
It was funny to me because I was like, well, because we have to, because one of the curators is kind of white. She's like,
white? What is that?
I don't know if she's whitish. I don't know. Well, my wife is biracial. And I was like, why are you joining an expat group asking why this expat group is letting white people in the group when one of the founders of the group is half white herself?
I thought it was very interesting because honestly, I was like, how on earth would someone police the racial makeup of people asking to join a Facebook group? That to me was just like the logistical part. But why would anybody do that? Like, then the question becomes, are you Black enough?
And I had a couple more questions.
Okay, well, so what were the questions that you had?
My other question was, are people just joining groups just to join groups?
Well, maybe. Do people only want to join groups where they know the people in the group are just like them? But that's the weird thing. The people in the group are just like you. It's a group of people who want to learn more about Ghana or connect on the topic of Ghana. And that spans multiple races.
Yes, it does. And I enjoy that because,
of course,
Ghana is a very welcoming country and it's very friendly to its visitors. So to hear somebody with that mentality, I was like, you haven't been around Ghanaian people. You haven't visited Ghana, because how you're talking isn't a portrayal of how people are here.
Well, and I also thought what was very interesting,
disappointing,
was that kind of piece of it, that people are trying to escape or leave the profiling and the racism of America, and they're inadvertently bringing with them
what they're trying to escape from.
All of that racial bias and racism. I think that is actually slightly more disturbing, because we enjoy the fact that in Ghana, you are allowed to just be yourself, free of your race that is just so obtrusive in the States, right? Like, you're never the funny girl or the beautiful woman or the tall guy or the handy
tall black guy.
You're always
you're the pretty black girl. Yeah.
Always in the context of race.
Yeah.
And so here, not having to be bound to that context is so nice.
Oh, but however, they do say the fair skin one when you're lighter than I am. Oh, the fair skin. Well, that's half the country, man. So
yes,
but outside of that,
but that doesn't have anything to do with our American status, because we see a lot of people who are lighter skinned, Ghanaians from Togo or through Liberia or
and that's just being descriptive of the person themselves. Just so, well, this is how I would describe them, not your racial makeup.
Exactly. So I'm curious what you guys think. Is this idea that Africa should just be for Blacks something that kind of stinks of the racial divide that exists globally? Or is this something of a reclamation of the origins or the beginnings of Africa's story?
Now, see, yeah, that's interesting, because sometimes I just feel like we as Black people as a whole, globally, we just need a reset. We just need to be like, hey, look, give us 3 years, rest of the world. We just gonna chill here for a minute, get ourselves together, do some man in the mirror talking, therapy type stuff, and see you in 2 years. We'll be okay.
I think that is really hard for a lot of people that haven't had the experience of what it's like to be without your race. How do you reset that when it's so intertwined with? That would be interesting. Okay, go ahead. Give me your second part of that.
That was it.
Oh, sorry.
And I think, so much of what I hear, we call it the colonized mindset, that you have to have. I don't want to get too deep yet.
Okay. So let's.
It's too early to get deep. We're only 20 minutes in. I don't want to get too deep yet.
My comments have blown up in here, so let's go ahead and hop in.
Let's take some comments. Then yeah. We'll talk about that colonized mindset.
First of all, Winifred is letting you know that she's shipping when she's coming. So if you need anything, to let her know. I just got to let you know that. So
okay, Winifred. We'll keep that in mind.
So the Arum say it was crazy and disrespectful. And I understand that side of it, but I also understand the other side of saying, are there not some things that are supposed to be just for us? I understand why a person might have that mindset. It's not one that I share, but I do understand that context, that thought pattern. So we'll leave it at that. Linda says some people have nothing better to do.
Yeah.
Aw. And be ready. Yes, it stinks of the continued racial divide.
Yes. Yeah.
Yeah. So do you think when you come here and start to experience what it's like to be without kind of that racial baggage of the States, is it too hard to leave behind? Like, is it just so ingrained in you that you can't let it go?
I'm 2 years in now, so I think I Whew. Okay, so
I think I'm going to give a quick shout out. Thank you for that super sticker. We appreciate
that.
Go ahead.
Okay, I found coming to Ghana very empowering as a Black man, because being part of the majority, you're able to move differently, and I noticed that right away. So my actions or attitudes towards people of other ethnicities didn't change, or I didn't feel like, okay, my status is elevated over a different race or anything like that. It was just more of how I saw myself now. It wasn't like a Black man. I was just a man. So for me, coming here made me feel different about myself, not so much, about other people, like other ethnicities. It just gave me something more to look at within myself. So I could let go of what this person thought about me, that person thought, how anybody looked at me, because I looked at myself different. So looking at yourself differently, you can stop thinking about how some people look at you. So when I see somebody, even when I went back to the States for a week or so, I still carried that walking around like I was in Ghana, like I was walking around with my chest out because I felt like I was in a majority. And even though I wasn't, I was back in the States.
You had that pompous
I
air.
still had that. So it didn't matter what anybody else had. I didn't care about it. It made me feel different about myself. So I don't know how to explain it better than you need to get a taste of getting something built up inside yourself, so you don't have room for all that kind of stuff to deal with. You build yourself up, and then you won't, if you got all this great stuff in your hands about yourself, how can you hold on to something negative about somebody else? You can't. So build yourself up. Come to Ghana, just build yourself up. You'll leave all that stuff alone.
See, now, and I think this is so interesting because we've always had conversations about kind of like how we grew up in the context of race and how that kind of impacted our journey through life. And I remember telling you kind of early on in our relationship that your blackness and my blackness were like completely different. And I think when I first said that, you saw it as you like, which this chick bougie as hell.
Yeah.
That's what you thought about.
Yeah. It was like, oh, she grew up with money, so she. But it was very different.
But once you got here, you kind of, I think, were better able to understand that it wasn't necessarily that I was bougie. Maybe I am a little bit, but it was that when I was growing up, we just did not have that oppression of blackness ingrained in us. Mm-hmm. We had that walking around with an air of like my dad walked around like an African man, black as he was, proud as he could be.
He didn't have that know your place thing. Mm-mm. Yeah, see.
And he was in a lot of environments where people didn't mind telling him he had a place. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. I mean, this was a man who got pulled over in his own driveway in the suburbs because he didn't fit in. So, I mean, this is an air that he just had about him. And I think he went above and beyond to make sure that my siblings and I also walked with that same air about us. Mm-hmm. And now you think that you've been here. Do you now carry that air about you?
Yes. Oh, I know I do.
So it's that is to me so interesting that you're now shifting to my version of blackness. I feel like I won a prize. Like, oh. Okay, sorry, that was too much. But because I think you thought me so strange to tell you that information before. It feels so empowering to hear it from you now. You
sound very unprofessional. I'm sorry, audience. Buddy.
Oh, no. So let me go in and take a look here at some more of these. We've got someone who says, I think a reset is right. We do need that. Someone agrees with Tony that the reset, they're kind of pulling for a reset. And it speaks to people seeking a respite from racially traumatic interactions. And those are everywhere. So I agree with you on that. We've got someone who says, many of us wish that Wakanda was real.
Right.
And, the thing about Wakanda is like you're in a space where you can be yourself, right? Isn't that what the empowerment is of that setting? Mm-hmm. So very interesting that I feel like some of the essence of Wakanda is real. Do you?
I feel like I'm in Wakanda. Ghana is my Wakanda. It's as close as I'm going to get to Wakanda.
Well, there you go.
Hi, I'm Leo. Subscribe right now.
All right. So the thing that I feel like we say over and over is that people should acknowledge that they have options. So I always want to make that.
We have options,
I always
people.
want to make that point. Like you have options. All right. So some of the other comments here. Let me see. Africa should be for everyone. If people who are friends in Africa, why can't they still be friends and still love their friends and family? Yes, Africa should be for everyone. We agree with that. So that was.
And I'm back. Sorry, people.
Africa's for everybody.
Africa is for everybody.
You feel like you have to. You feel like you have to.
No,
quantify that at all, or just...
Africa is. Yeah, we got to put.
Oh, we have to put some caveats on that.
Yeah.
Who's it not for?
Just don't. Africa is for everybody, but not everybody should get too comfortable. Like with asterisk next to it.
Okay, I'm gonna leave that one there. Trina says she believes that sometimes when a person expresses love and concern for their race, it sometimes comes off as being racist, and possibly leads to pointing out all the ills of another race.
Yeah.
And I get this person's point that they were looking for. They felt as though this experience should be for us,
by us,
right? I really do.
They actually said that.
Do you empathize? Do you understand?
Well, I think the issue that I had was her coming to Ghana with that attitude, where there's some places that you can go and the attitude is more accepted, but Ghana's not that place.
That's interesting.
So my issue with the comment was that it was not. It didn't reflect the attitude of Ghana, the culture of Ghana. And so I was like, that's not a fair representation of what I see here. That attitude of that post.
Yeah, and what I think complicates that is that when you have an experience where you don't leave the States and you don't have an opportunity to travel internationally, the context of America is all that you have to define race relations and your place inside of that kind of, I kind of just want to say dogma. It's not reality, it's hyperbole. But when you don't have a context outside of that to compare it to, you do, I think, start to naturally develop this feeling of us, them, or mine, ours, or, you're in the States kind of trying to fight for your peace, right? And so it takes leaving to realize that you're fighting over the scraps. You're fighting over. You can just get up.
Fighting to be in last place.
And you can just get up and dine at the table. You can just get up and dine at the table. Let me pop back in and get some comments here. The trauma of racism takes time to strip off.
Yeah, it does.
Yeah.
And it's baggage, unfortunately, sometimes hurt people. Yeah.
Yeah, I completely agree, darling. That is right on 100%. Rebecca says it's
unfortunate poisonous byproduct of living in the U.S. Yeah, it's sad and it's going to be hard to shake it off. Yeah.
Right. And I think you almost can't see it when you're in it all. You're in it all the time. It's hard to contextualize outside of that. I think that's just my opinion. Oh, it's not impossible.
But
I mean, you can go out and seek out that information and be well informed and see different perspectives, but I think
Ricky is so funny.
I think it's difficult. Ricky says
Bufu, it's Fubu. Ricky, it's Fubu.
Buy us for us. That's okay.
Buy us for us. Yeah.
Works either way.
It's
Works
Fubu,
either way.
There is some ugly white stuff going on in certain quarters of the US and Canada. Yeah. But that's always been the States, it's always been that segregated, you know.
And I don't know when that will ever change.
In the States, I don't know when that will ever change. It's like, I don't know when I'll ever get lighter. I'm not going to get lighter. Not going to happen.
Well, and that's, I think, part of my point is that if you're in America waiting for things to change, I mean, all I can think about is the same fights that your parents had were the same, and the same marches that your parents participated in were the same marches that their parents and struggles their parents had. Like, we're now in multi-generational
oppression.
Not just oppression, but like the promise of better has been going on for
depression
for a long time, and the better has not actually been realized. So I don't know.
And you know, it's
certain quarters, I feel like,
it's like,
that's just America.
I don't want to say it, but you know, I think we as Black people in America are getting too comfortable just being able to be consumers and stopping and being happy with that level of just being a consumer. Some people know what I mean.
Interesting.
Look what I got. Look what I can buy, and they're happy. That's like,
interesting. Okay. So James says, I don't think we need to be like the people we're trying to get away from.
Right.
Exactly. And Alan says,
I think being there would give me an opportunity to breathe. Yes, you relax.
Yes, yes. Trina says, for many of us, it's not going to be an easy reset. Roots run very deep. Yes, I agree with that. And now that you're in Africa, how about the trauma of tribalism?
But you see where we're at. That's different, man. That's different. You know, tribalism, that's been going on for centuries in Africa, not just, you know, it's just, that has to do with more of space and territory. So, you know, that's apples and boulders there, man. Tribalism is very different from racism. Well, very different.
And, you know, wherever you are, you're participating in tribalism. I mean, I think that this is true. Whether your tribe is Democrats versus Republicans, you know, the Packers versus the Bears, whether you naturally gravitate towards people who think or act or are interested in the things that you're interested in, and you form these cliques, which somehow always seem to have these rival factions, right? I mean, like, it's just part of how we identify ourselves and how we identify the people around us. You don't think so?
No, yeah, I do.
Even Coke versus Pepsi.
Yeah.
Not quite the same. All right. Well, we've got someone here who says, Africa is for people who are looking for an environment you can be who you are and not be judged by the color of your skin.
I'll take that. Somebody else says, NYC, many people outside Africa are just interested in the goods of Africa, not the good of Africa. Absolutely, like all the countries. I'm gonna leave that one alone. But yes, and that was like I was saying, you know, is Africa for everyone? Yeah, it is. But you know how you invite somebody to your house and then like they say they're weak and now they think they paid the mortgage on the house. Yeah, I think you don't want people getting too comfortable coming. Then they think they own a place. And next thing you know, you got the Bible and they got the land. Oh, wait. That already happened.
Somebody says they like the sound of the boofoo.
That's Ricky with that. Ricky's, I gotta admit, he's a jokester. He really is.
Lakeisha says that the mindset is an attempt to find personal place of belonging. And sometimes that causes limits to our interactions.
Yeah. I think about that thing of belonging and Black people in the States. How I got to stop doing that. Black people in the States, how they're always attached to something. Being part of a group is very important. Like they have to belong to something. Where me, I'm like, I stopped wearing team logos and stuff like that. I'm more into like expressing like who I am and who I'm attached to through like the clothes that I wear, like the pattern clothes, my African wear and things like that. So I just noticed that, even growing up in the States, you're always pushed to be attached to something, to be part of something, be in this group, be in this club, this our team. We never recognize with, being a group of people, we're this group of people. And I think the more I recognize, I'm part of this group of people, the more I'm able to not pick up team logos, the more I pass the advertising of mascots and things like that, because now, I have an affiliation, and it's something that I'm bonded to. Make sense?
Yes.
Okay, good. Like if I was Fenty or Awe or from Ada or something like that, I can be connected to that. And that's kind of like how the people here are. They're not, they have their football teams outside of that, but they aren't like how we are so crazy in the States,
Right. I mean, they're pretty. I mean, have you been out?
I've never seen anybody like the Packer guy, the Packer guy in Houston.
Oh yeah, with the car and the socks.
If you're from Houston, you know who I'm talking, especially in the Cypress area. You know who I'm talking about. The guy's name is Mac. He drives a Jeep. Yeah, everybody knows Mac. He drives a Jeep, Cherokee or something like that, and it's decked out in all this Packer gear. And every time you see this guy, Packer socks, Packer shoes, Packer hat, glasses, chains, every day this guy is Packered out. Yeah, it's wild. But, being here, you don't see that. You don't see people going all out and crazy. But when their village is having a festival, that's when you see them go all out and crazy. I can't wait till October. Wow.
It is hype.
Yeah. So, the association of belonging to something, and they build that up, and they build you up. So you feel like, you walk around, I'm somebody.
Do you know what though? What's really interesting is that I know people from many different walks of life in the States, as do you, right? Do you think through all the people that we've met, there would be such an interest in coming back to Africa if the experience of walking around in your own skin with freedom and validation existed in the Western world? Like if you could just walk around and be you in the States, would you have gone anywhere?
No, because there's always this act this way, be this way. And here, I can act how I want. Well, not act how I want, but I'm freer to express myself here, without. Oh, we gotta. Oh, hey, don't hey.
Pull it in.
Yeah,
pull it in.
yeah,
I do.
Some of y'all know what I mean.
Yes. So someone's commenting that they didn't realize the difficulties African-American people have to go through. It's deep. It is very deep. Wherever humans live, there's tribalism. But tribalism doesn't compare at all to racism. Whew. I mean, and that was kind of the point that you were making.
Yeah.
you really tickled when people bring up racism and tribalism, and they think you handled the conversation and topic very well.
Oh, well.
Very much.
Thank you.
Cozy Quilt says,
I use that PhD for good reasons. No, I don't have a PhD. I'm joking, y'all.
It has nothing to do with Ghana. It has everything to do with the level of emotional safety a person is seeking, and it's a sense of peace. So, yeah, I think I agree with that.
It's very peaceful.
PY says Africa should welcome all who genuinely seek her welfare and willing to contribute with a mindset of not exploiting resources and further impoverishing the people. Yes. Yeah, I agree with that. Those of you who want to do that, let's not move on.
Mm-hmm.
NYC says Africa for everybody. On some level, that should be okay, but the history of Africa and how she's been exploited, mistreated, and abused tells us that there should be some caveat.
Yeah.
Interesting.
Yeah.
But I think that it's still something that it's like the comment a few ago, right? If you're coming to pillage, no, thank you.
Right.
But if you're coming to build up, does it matter where that come is from? I mean, we see people from some countries that come into Ghana and are just exploitative.
Mm-hmm.
We're talking about taking natural resources, making a profit, and leaving nothing for the people of the country.
Yeah, that's going to be in a video in a couple weeks.
You really want to do that one. I'm a little nervous about that one myself. I don't know.
We're going to get kicked out of Ghana. This may be our second to last video. So,
but I think if the people of any country that feels that they were exploited through imperialism or colonialism, which, I think are most African countries, but want to hold on to that as some sort of like revenge, or let's get, now we're going to get even. And there's no, really? Yeah. Isn't it better to just focus on how can we improve things that we have right now and bring things forward? How can we bring in partners who are going to help us develop and profit and prosper?
As a country collectively.
Right. Yeah. So that's interesting. I get what you're saying, though. Feel like when speaking on this issue, it's incumbent upon you to explain the situation in South Africa and your opinion on the matter, and why something similar could never happen in Ghana. South Africa is its own little section of the world. And I don't think that there are any other places that parallel that journey, that country's journey, the journey of their people, and the impact that their history has had on people living there today.
Yeah. As far as it not happening in Ghana, Ghana is a very, very peaceful country, second peaceful on the continent. So I think that would change if somebody tried to pull South Africa on them.
I don't know.
Maybe they would not be so peaceful.
I don't know that in this time and space that something like
could happen.
That I would dare say couldn't happen. But I do know that I've had conversations with people in the States, and they've asked, are there any white people in Africa? And I've had to comment that, have they heard of South Africa before?
Oh, yeah.
And they were like, they didn't get it. They were like, I don't understand what you're saying. So I think that there is something to be said about continuing to have a conversation about the impact of colonialism and imperialism on the African nations that were left behind. I mean, Ghana's a young country.
Yeah. So
there are still people here who remember getting freedom.
Somebody made that mention that he was a Gold Coast baby. He's not a Ghana baby. He's a Gold Coast baby. I was like, oh. And I was like, oh, okay. 57, things kind of changed. Okay, I got you. So, yeah.
Yeah, so it's important to still reflect on the fact that some of the countries that are here are still very young, and their freedom is still developing. It's still evolving. How about that? A reset may be healthy, but do you not think some of this is just connected to ignorance? Maybe. Jeff says, if you want Wakanda, leave the U.S. and just come to Ghana.
Yeah. That's right, Jeff. And come visit the. Oh wow! I'm gonna shout out your place since I think remember that the palm something helped me out, Jeff.
He's gonna put it in
I
comments.
know.
It's Gibson says you people are too obsessed with racism. How about religion or class for a change?
Well, I don't practice any organized religion or anything like that. In class, I don't know how
I don't know how anyone who has lived or currently lives in America can separate race and class with such systemic racism in place.
See,
Race and class.
Gibson, you got to understand, man, you know, racism is right up there with gun violence with Americans, man. You know, it's like brushing your teeth in the morning. It's just something you deal with.
Yikes.
Yeah.
So, person whose name is too long for me to say, from Benin.
So get Zwandin, not Africa. I don't know what that says.
Thank you.
Zwandin.
White woman in Benin. They get the feeling that everyone is welcoming here. Yeah. I mean, I've traveled through many of the countries here in West Africa, and I always felt welcome. And I always felt like it was something that didn't have a parallel in the States. Like you couldn't get the feeling of just being like universally accepted and in very many, maybe in a few pockets, but Francis says there are people in the US who never got used to the end of slavery. They pass hatred on through their generations. Yeah, what do you think?
Yeah, I have to agree with you there. Yes. Some of them go to be Supreme Court justices and say ignorant things like they don't think the overturning of Roe v. Wade was enough. They need to go back and
yikes.
Yeah. So
Francis,
yeah, I know what you mean.
Got a point. Darlene wants to say it loud and proud. You got that. I had to put this comment up from Larry after the echoes back to people being disappointed about the end of slavery. Can Black people really be racist, though? Sorry, I put my eyebrow disbelief on. Can Black people be racist?
What is racism?
I've known some Black people who are racist.
I know. Yeah, I know. I know some Black people that, you know, wow. I'm surprised that they haven't divorced their wives yet because you know, they don't like other Black people, but they married a white woman. And then I'm like, it was that thing from Dave Chappelle. He said the racist white dude, Black dude, what was it, Bigsby or something like that. Black guy married a white woman. He was blind. Found out that, you know, the white woman, you know, that he was Black, and then the white woman, he divorced her because he said he was a nigger lover. Ooh, I wasn't supposed to say that right.
You can't say that.
He was the N-word lover. Sorry. So then it's like people like that are out there where they just don't like being Black. Huh. Yeah, they don't like being Black. They have a whole bunch of white friends. Nothing they do in their life is with or around any other Black people.
Because they're racist? Or because they've internalized the racism that they are environmentally exposed to?
I don't know. I would love to sit them down and
ask them some questions.
Yeah, you know. But I always find it interesting that, you know, there are people like that, you know, they go through life not
Yeah, well, there you go.
But it's
Linda,
not towards somebody of the other color. It's towards themselves. So of their own color. Yeah. So that's
Linda
crazy.
says, if you've never known anything other than, how would you learn anything other than? I think that's a good point.
Wow.
Darlene says she can relate different Black people experience racism differently. Yeah, I kind of have to go back a little bit. It's kind of what you were just saying too, is that we had someone in the group make the comment that I wasn't Black enough. And I was just like, that is some American stupidity. What does that mean?
She Black enough. She got a 425 credit score.
No, I don't.
No, that was a joke.
Well, but that was the thing, was that like, what does that mean? What this person is saying by saying I'm not even Black, or whatever version of that comment it was like, what is Blackness to you? I feel like Black enough is being president or being vice president. Black enough is owning a multimedia company. Black enough is making a few $1 million a year, selling a book. Black enough is, all of these things are Black enough. Why does anybody have to justify
your Black enough?
Their Blackness.
I tasted your fried chicken.
Oh my God, I've never made you fried chicken. That is a
I
total
know.
lie.
I was trying to help you out. You totally messed it up. They're like, oh, the girl can fry some chicken. No, she can't. Y'all see, I got her back, and she just.
Thank you.
Don't lie. I don't know how to fry chicken. They were like, I want some of that fried chicken Tony's talking about.
I don't try to compete. You make excellent fried chicken, so I just let you do. I let you do you. I do me. That's how we do.
Y'all see what I'm dealing with.
It's all good. No worries. So let's jump back in the comments. I can see we are 54 deep. Oh my goodness. Okay, so let me try to get back in here. But I think this is just a good conversation.
Yeah, it
right? Is. Let me pop down here and find the spot where we were.
I saw something that said tickets. Is somebody trying to get us
tickets? People are talking about ticket prices.
Oh, ticket prices. High. Oh, I thought they were like, hey, I got tickets to the game coming up or something. Oh, no.
Yes.
I thought y'all loved us. Y'all don't love us. Bring us Cheetos.
Jules says that they can empathize with this sentiment. I wasn't racially aware until I moved to live in the United States. And when they come back to Ghana, they think it'll take a while to snap out of it. Yeah, but you know what? You can still walk with that air about you. Do it.
Yes.
Walk there how you'd walk here.
Yeah.
It's hard.
People gonna look at you like, what is wrong with him? But I was like, yo. I was like, boy, look at all these other Black people. They don't know. They can let go and just be free.
So Brown Coat says, you can't have this conversation honestly without discussing South Africa, Kenyan Highlands, Nambia. There's so many examples of.
Yeah. Atrocities happen, and I don't want to talk about that.
I completely I just want to validate your opinion.
Mm-hmm.
And I also want to point out, as someone who's worked in education in some of the most impoverished districts in multiple states, there is some crazy stuff that happens to marginalize and Mm-hmm. Slowly kill Black people in America as well. So I think sometimes like we look at in America, we look at what's happening in Africa and we're like, oh my gosh. And yes, they are definitely atrocities. But then we don't take a look at the things that we're doing inside of the States.
Yeah, the systematic things that happen. Just like, no, this is how we treat Black people. Like, wait, what?
Like, how are there more maternal deaths from pregnant Black moms versus pregnant white moms who are getting serviced at the exact same facility?
Mm-hmm.
Anyway,
why are there so many Black people in jail compared to white people when it's more white people? Are you just saying that Black people are just criminals and you just
or
the numbers?
When we look at police shootings and the demographics related to that. But anyway, I don't want to.
How is it a Black man without a gun can get shot? White man shoots up a movie theater and is arrested.
Shoots up a school and gets hurt. But a dude running away with a pen.
Shot 60 times.
Anyway.
So we talk about, and that's something that a lot of people are starting to understand here with more of us coming to the continent and sharing our stories. They're starting to understand that America isn't, the great place it advertises itself to be. So I think our word is getting out of what's happening here, or what's happening there. And so people are paying attention that, we're not free over there. They're getting it.
Yeah. Rosie wants to let us know Black people are targeted all over the world, including in Africa. There's no escaping it. What did more damage to our mindset, slavery or colonization? Excuse me. Whew. Doug said hi.
What did more? I think colonization did.
I think that colonization did here, and slavery did in the States. I don't think that either.
Yeah.
Either.
I can see how you say that. Yeah. What you mean by that, but
right. I hope it makes sense.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Yeah. Hey, Rosie, thank you for that. And tell Doug I'll be looking forward to seeing him when he gets here. We'll go to Palace Mall. Where do we go? What's that bakery we go to? Doug is in town. Double Cup, Second Cup, something like that. He knows the place.
Bart being part of a sorority or a fraternity is kind of like tribalism.
Yeah.
You didn't graduate from a college or high school.
Just graduating from college or high school. That's not true. But no, being part of a sorority or frat is though. Yeah.
I'm just saying, like, there are some people who graduated from rival colleges, and when I meet them, I gotta put my W on. I'm like, hey, we don't like you. I'm just saying, you get that because you identify yourself as in a certain kind of way. Sororities, fraternities, absolutely. Has this person been to Ghana, set foot outside of a Western country, or do they have tunnel vision? The person who made the comment, I honestly don't know. I don't think they had.
I don't think that they had visited even.
But there were some folks in the comments who not only had visited, but were here. And the one who made the comment about me not being Black enough was someone who was in Ghana.
That little kid.
I know. He was only like 20 something. He looked very young. I don't know how long he was. Maybe he was 50 and he just aged well. Anyway.
That little kid.
Let's see. The dynamic and distribution of power. African nations need to maintain a cultural and political power dynamic to avoid subservience. Due diligence, not discrimination.
That's my cousin trying to sound all intellectual and smart and stuff. He was always different. Thank you, E, for representing. Thank you. See, y'all see, my family's smart.
Thank you.
I don't even know. I'm like, dude, that just went way over my head. Bring it down just a little bit for me, man. I'll respond to that.
Geneva
Smart
says
ass.
you're looking good. Stop cursing and alive.
Smart behind. Sorry, y'all.
Oh
Hi,
my goodness.
Geneva. How are you? Sacramento. She'll be here next year.
Yeah. Stacy just returned from Ghana on Tuesday. It has moved her beyond unspeakable words. First day back was like sitting. Oh,
yeah.
She moves back in Ghana.
That's all it is. Everybody leaves like, dude, I wish I was back there. Like,
yeah.
You just said yes. I wish I was back.
Mike says freedom and validation. Yeah. I agree with this. So people are really, looking forward to coming. They want to have this experience. It's something to be said to be able to. Someone's talking about we have 400 years of trust issues. It is something to be said about getting to have your mindset changed. Right? Tell me one country on the planet Earth where people who arrived on and did not exploit. Be honest. Interesting. Okay.
I don't know the history of every.
I can't tell you the answer to that question, but I think the larger is it a country coming in? Is it business coming in? Or are you saying any individual coming into a country is there to exploit? Thoughts?
I don't know the history of every country, so I can tell you. There's some country I'm like, I know people wouldn't like, yeah, let's go here and they got there like, ain't nothing here. We just want to stop by and use the bathroom. We'll see y'all later.
Sorry. I don't even want to tell you how many jokes just popped into my head. Okay, I'm going to leave them all in my head. NY, see, it's not about white revenge per se. It's more about Africa being aware and learning from her history and then taking steps towards self-preservation.
Yes.
Self-preservation.
Yeah,
totally
we all just need to come here, just hug it out for a year or two, and then say, okay, we got this. Let's go out and be the leaders that we are.
Yeah. Hugging, leading. Okay, got it. Angel says facts. Boom, boom. Really appreciate you guys and the maturity of which you're engaging your audience, trying to stay positive. I always get mad when people tell us we have negative videos.
Yeah. I'm sorry for my profane language earlier too. That was very.
Did somebody make that comment?
No. No, they were like, "You're right, Tony."
Somebody is commenting on the you people. We had a video about you people.
You people.
You should definitely.
Yeah, you people. Because I say you people now, and it still leaves like a little sour taste on my tongue when I say it, but I'm getting it's coming because you people here isn't like a negative thing. Oh, you people are doing this. It's not so, but you people over there are like, oh, you people.
Stacy says now that she's back, it's changed her perspective on things. And I think that's it, right? When you went back, you weren't feeling that solidified this idea that you didn't ever want to go back.
Oh yeah.
Sometimes Black people are considered racist for just being observant and speaking the truth. Tux is talking about some brainwashing. And Judith just wants to say, hey, from Philly.
Hey, Philly.
Interesting, because people, there's a conversation happening in the comments, and if you're watching this after, definitely check it out, about whether or not Black people can actually be racist and how that connects to oppression.
Yeah, I don't know if Black people can be racist.
You don't know if Black people can be racist? You just told this big, long story about...
I know.
And you're still not sure.
We can be.
We can be. Says Black people cannot be racist, period. I'm just going to jump into a happy comment. Hey. Thank you. Okay, sorry. In a white-dominated society,
I don't
prejudice, yes, but not racist. Racism requires power and the ability to control others systematically.
I can understand that. Thank you for using college words, not, past college. What's past college? I don't know what's past college.
Thank you, Mr.
Yeah, I'm not the smart one of the family, I guess.
E, what you said, maybe that's how we need to contextualize a conversation about whether Black people can be racist. And Ma is backing that up, saying maybe prejudice, but not racist. So
better definition and explanation.
And there are a lot of self-hating Blacks, as noted by Ma, as a result of white supremacy in the United States.
Yeah, it's a lot of them. And unfortunately, they join police departments.
Mr. says racism stems from fear. Yeah. And that bigotry, that's bigotry and prejudice. Racism intersects with power and control.
Yep, I agree with that.
Really good conversation you guys are having in the comments. I love it. And they're going by so fast that I'm having a hard time keeping up.
Yeah.
Katrina, thank you for subscribing to the channel.
I got the
joining us with our
talk. I'm like, what's happening over there? But that's cool.
But it's a great time to stop and make that reminder. If you have not hit like on this video yet, do so now. If you have not subscribed to our channel, do that as well. We appreciate you guys hopping in the comments and being here with us live today.
Yes, thank you.
No race of people are racist towards their own kind. But maybe prejudice towards their own kind? Is that kind of where
I got some people for y'all to meet. I'm serious. Y'all gonna, ooh, Tony, I see what you're talking about. We changed our minds. Yeah, that dude is racist against his own people.
Self-hate. Jonathan wants to correct me a little bit and say colonization and slavery happened at the same time in America. There's no distinction.
Well,
I think there's a little bit of a distinction. I mean, I understand your point. But I think the longer term ramifications of the state of not only race relationships, but kind of the development of America were more impacted by slavery in terms of just this like long, drawn out, systematic oppression of people. That's not to marginalize people who were colonized in America, because they got the dirty end of the stick too.
And I like when you say in America. You should say Americas, because South America was part of the slave trade as well.
Interesting that you put that context out there. Very good. Wow. Okay, so the racism and colonization is like a sandwich.
What is Ricky talking about?
The same filling in the middle.
Good vibes.
Sharon says that the anxiety was bad when they got back to the States. Still have it. Can't wait to move.
Yeah, I know what you mean. When I went back, I was like, yo, I got to get back to home to Ghana.
Home to Ghana. Oh my gosh, I never would have imagined you saying those words 10 years ago.
10 years ago, I'd have been like, yeah, sure.
It's just sometimes I'm just like, how did you get here? How did this happen?
I don't know, but sometimes you don't even know you need a hug. Somebody, you give you a hug, and then they let you know you still hugging. Like, hold on a second, I didn't know I needed this. I didn't know I needed this.
Ghana's your hug. Huh. Wow. But when I never, there you go. Ghana's a hug. All right, so let's kind of pop back over here. I do want to come back and make this comment. If you're coming to Ghana, take this as a great opportunity to just
drop the baggage, man. Just drop the baggage. Just come with the mindset that, like you're here to fill yourself up with something, not to make space for the stuff you already have, and bring a little bit back, and No, just empty. Come here empty. Come to Ghana empty, because you couldn't possibly leave with everything Ghana has to offer.
Interesting.
I was in a conversation just last night. Guy kept telling me how much he hates Ghana. This is a Ghanaian man. How much he hates Ghana, and he says, "But the freedom here, I can't enjoy anywhere else in the world." I was like, "Oh, okay."
Interesting. And that's having a conversation with someone, an American, Ghanaian, but who comes from the land of the free and the home of the brave.
Mm-hmm.
It's so just that you can live with such a level of racism and be told that you're free. It's dubious and perplexing at the same time. So that the idea that you come here empty and allow yourself to be filled up, not only with the experience of Ghana, but like with and of yourself.
Oh yeah.
That you can just come here and be in an authentic way that you might not be able to find anywhere else. That's
and then you go back to the States, you're like, I can't deal with this. I can't deal with
And hey, it's not all rainbows and Skittles in Ghana. You put up with some stuff.
Yeah, you do.
But you don't put up with some stuff. Whew.
You're funny.
With some stuff. What is that?
You don't. You put up some stuff, but you don't put up with some stuff. I'm like, wait. Okay. That was one of my quotes.
Darlene says,
spiritually refilling. Yes.
Yeah, absolutely. Spiritually refilling. And Ricky just loves that come empty and fill up. Future Shock agrees. They love it. I completely agree. I like that as kind of helping us close out this end of the conversation. I like that. So there you go.
Yeah.
All right. So we do have some questions to run through, but before we do that, just a gentle reminder.
That latest in Ghana, tours with Expat Life Ghana. We got day trips. We got week tours and things like that. We travel all over the country, seeing all of the sites. We do things like naming ceremonies. Go to the Slave River.
Slave River and the castles.
At Asin Soul, we go to the slave castles. We do all kinds of stuff. And next spring, we're going to go to the place where they have the paragliding.
You have a big festival coming up in October. And I think you're going to try to coordinate a couple of events around that, right?
It's the first week of October. We will be in Abri for a week from the 3rd through the 10th of October. So if you're coming to Ghana, and you want to have fun and you want to kick it with me, and I mean kick it.
Oh,
we
Lord.
are going to kick it hard. I won't be with me.
Man, no, you went up there this weekend and it was like you were gone an hour and 15 minutes and you sent me a picture holding palm wine. I was like, are you even there yet? How are you already with a beverage? What is going on?
Yeah.
I believe the quote to that picture was, if you don't hear from me by nightfall, this lady's the one that sold me the palm wine.
I know. I'm like, she looks sketchy, but everybody's like, no, go to her. I was like, boy. And y'all know, I don't do the roadside vendor thing. And because of who I was with, I had to. They were like, no, we're going to drink the palm wine from her.
You were out of the coconut cup and everything, y'all.
Yeah, I was scared for my life.
I know. I should have checked you when you got back. Make sure you were okay. You okay?
Wow. So yeah,
that's what the October week is going to be like.
Yeah, it's going to be wild. Yeah, I'm going through my chieftaincy as well. A lot of you don't know, but I'm part of a family in Abri, and I'll be going through my chieftaincy.
You're gonna party it up.
Oh, crazy. I'll be the logistics chief of the village. So
there you go.
The logistics chief of Abri.
All right, are you ready for our speed questions?
Yeah, questions.
Cozy quilts. What is the temperature right now?
It's like
beautiful.
It's like 75, 77.
Yeah, it's been
nice.
Like 82 during the day and then like 73 at night with like a cool breeze blowing through. Humidity's relatively
really
low.
nice right now.
Beautiful.
This is the rainy season and it's not really raining. It's raining.
It's like
2 weeks.
Yeah, I think it's 3 weeks.
It's like,
but you were just up in Aburi. What was the temperature like up there?
Oh, it dropped to the 60s.
It was cold.
It was cold. I woke up 1 mile like, Wisconsin, is that you?
Knocking at the door.
Whoa.
Yeah, Wisconsin's like 90 right now, so it wasn't that.
Yeah.
Temperature, beautiful.
Yeah.
Do you have churches on every corner like in Milwaukee or mega churches like in Texas?
Yes and yes.
Yeah, I think that's a double yes, right?
Yes and yes. Churches on every corner, mega churches on every other corner.
Yeah, I had to close the window before we started because the church nearby
it's Friday night.
You would have
been
been
playing congos and drums. You're like, oh man.
They did have the decency to stop at 10 o'clock the other day because they were beating them good. And I was like, for the love of Lord. And then they stopped and I was like, thank you, Jesus. See, I went to church on last Wednesday. Is it cheaper to live in other parts of Ghana than where we live?
Yes, it is. I'll give you an example. Club in Tima is 12 CDs at my favorite watering hole. And in Accra, my favorite watering hole, there's 16. And in Abri, there were only 10.
And in Tamale, the last time you were there, they were half.
Oh, I don't know what in Tamale, what they would be now.
But it's interesting because Greater Accra is some of the most expensive, areas to be. Right. But going outside of that.
Yeah. So I use the club analysis because it's sold to everybody basically the same price. And what they sell it for is what changes. So
that's like your economic barometer is the cost of a club.
Cost of a club, which club selling for.
But how much was a club when you first got to Ghana?
Oh, 6 CDs?
Yeah.
For the big one.
For the big one, like 6.
For the big one.
So to be up to like 16 is, yes. Lisa wants to know, is homeschooling an option in Ghana?
Yes.
Yes, absolutely.
Mm-hmm.
I suggest
get a great tutor.
I suggest you hire a local teacher to also help you implement your homeschool plan so that you don't have to.
And if you got kids like us, get 2 because they may burn out.
But also
joking.
the kids a chance to learn the local language from a local. Talk bad about my babies. When the energy goes out, how do you keep your food fresh?
It doesn't go out that long. And if it does, then you just start cooking stuff.
Keep the fridge closed, but okay.
We had to do that and when hurricanes are coming.
Oh yeah, we've had longer blackouts in Texas than we have had here.
Mm-hmm.
Jake is asking, what is the light situation? Anybody here? It's a lot better than it used to be like 5 years ago. So
yeah,
absolutely.
Oh, yeah.
ESEM wants to know if we've been to any other African countries. I have, you haven't, but I think we need to rectify that. Like COVID's coming down now. I feel like.
Yeah.
Of course, now it's monkeypox, but I feel like we're gonna get a window in here where we're gonna get out.
I want to say something about that Marburg thing, Marburg bug, or.
Oh yeah, that was in the northern region of Ghana.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. What do you want to say?
I want to say that was very isolated. The people actually contracted it in June, and they passed away, the 2 cases, in July, like mid-July. And the only reason why the headlines were being so big about it, and this is just my theory, is that it goes to the thing of trying to slow people down, because somebody made a comment about it. Oh my goodness, this is so what's going on, because they're coming here and they were worried about this really crazy headline. And I'm like, if you read the story, it's just two people. And even the people that were around them didn't get sick, and they were in isolation and they didn't get sick from it. So it's very, it
was alarmist.
Yeah, it was. Yeah. And have you heard anything else about it?
No, I haven't.
And you see, they just do that. They're trying to scare you and stop you from coming here. Why do you think the visa situation isn't going smooth in the U.S.? Why?
U.S. visa situation for Ghana right
I'm
now
telling
is
you.
ridiculous.
Why do you think they closed that Houston consulate? 20 minutes, you can get your visa.
People are having a hard time now.
Right.
I'm so sad about Houston.
They're trying to slow you down from coming here, people.
Don't let them stop you.
Don't let them stop you.
Don't let them stop you. Clayton wants to know, is it possible to relocate to Ghana alone, or do I need connections?
Come on, bro. Alone.
Come on. Connections
Came
help.
into this world by yourself. You're going to go out by yourself.
So
move to Ghana by yourself.
You'll be fine. Just keep your circle small.
Yep.
And is that the best advice? Just keep your circle small.
Keep your circle small.
Keep your circle small. April wants to know, why would anyone want to live in Ghana with the points that you are giving? People really have this idea that we're really negative about Ghana. And I always get a little bit ruffled by that, because I'm like, well, did they not watch the whole video? Or did they not listen to the whole conversation?
Yeah. And the thing is, when we compare it to where we were, if you lived in Ghana and you saw the headlines of the United States that we see of the United States, we're like, ooh.
I know, when we see the news.
Take that off the gotta visit list. We don't want to go visit there. See, you hear what we say about Ghana, you ought to hear what they're saying about the United States.
And I think whenever we deliver videos and we talk about the things that are a challenge here, it's to make sure that you have realistic expectations and are prepared for the transition that comes with moving here. It's when your expectations don't line up with the realities that you come and you have a bad experience and you feel like you were misled. So we're just trying to make sure that as we have conversations about Ghana, no place is rainbow and skittles. You're getting both sides of the conversation so that you can decide what's most important for you.
Yeah, and we don't sugarcoat Ghana. We give it to you raw, how it is, and we love it.
Black Power Forever says, how do we book at the lodge? Well, Black Power Forever.
We'll go, there you go, expatlifeghana.com/lodge.
There you go. Hope you'll do that.
Mm-hmm.
Want to take a second to thank Alpha Afrique again. We appreciate the clothes. You guys definitely follow them on Instagram. And if you are in East Legon, stop by the shop and see what they have ready made to go. Plus, she can do custom orders. She showed me a kente wedding dress, a picture. It was beautiful. So she can do anything.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Make you want to get married again?
No. Oh, wait. Are you? Oh, to you. Oh, of course, darling. Of course, I would love to take you. Let's get back into just close out these comments.
I like my shirt.
I just want to close out.
Thank you, Alpha Afrique.
Felicia says, love Ghana. I'll be back in October for the 5th. Join Tony.
Hey.
And
I'm telling you, Abri is 3rd through the 10th. I'm going next week, Wednesday. I'll be in Abri next week, Wednesday. The 40 days of quiet before the festival starts. So I have to go and we're going to start the festival, the 40-day
pregame.
But it's quiet. It's quiet. This is like, hey, we got to take it easy because we about this serious partying. So we're going to take it easy for 40 days. We're going to go buck wild for 7.
All right. BW Sampson, when are you going to shout me out? When are you going to shout out me on the channel?
Who is this?
I have no idea.
Who are you, BW Sampson?
Melanated people. I don't know. To get better treatment all over the world.
I'm trying to think.
Yes.
Who was I taking pictures with?
Got a detox from those American ways and American attitudes.
Completely
agree.
Mm-hmm. They did a one-way. They sure did.
Oh, BW Sampson says that Did you meet them at Gazebo View?
Oh,
Hey, sorry about that.
sorry. Yes. Charlie out. I'm sorry. Yeah. Somebody spiked my drink at that. No, I'm joking. I'm sorry. It's just I meet a lot of people, and it's
well, it's hard when you're at the events too because there's a lot kind of going on. Judith wants to know if we got that mattress. Sorry, Valerie says her friend's coming in a couple of weeks, and I hope you're jealous and wish that you could be there. So.
Yeah, he's gonna have a good time.
And then BW said they left on Wednesday. They're suffering.
Oh, sorry. Oh man. And you know what? Double masking it. It's like, really? Like, you're still dealing with COVID in the West.
Yeah. It's still there. Okosua says that her husband is like Tony. He's been in the U.S. for close to 16 years, but the longest he's stayed without going to Ghana is 7 months. And I never understood him until I left Ghana. Yeah. You got to leave, and then you're like,
Yeah.
And Ronald says they're just waiting on the jab mandate to go away. That might be the topic for our next one.
Yeah, I think it's time for that to just.
I hope so.
Because right now it's like, hey, it's just a money thing now.
I actually saw somebody with a mask on today, and I was like, What's wrong?
I know.
Why you got a mask on?
I know. And I saw a couple of people over the weekend at the funeral, and they're still on nothing. Yeah, or they just have them I'm like, why even have a mask on? You're not gonna wear it right. I mean, especially now, you don't even have to wait. It's been months since we had to wear them in Ghana, and you're still wearing them, and you're wearing it wrong. Just take the damn thing off.
Yes, I there you go. Darlene wants to know what the weather's like in January.
Oh, it's gonna be hot in January.
It's hot.
Hot.
It is definitely hot.
Yeah, it's hot January. That's the summer.
Yes, it is quite hot. But you know what? You still have a good time. You'll still have a good time. It's actually kind of slow tourism-wise in January. There's not a lot of people.
Yeah, prices go down
a little bit too.
And less people like, hey, come spend your money with us because everybody else left.
Exactly. All right, y'all. Hit that like button, hit that notification bell. Hopefully we will see you here next month on the last Friday, August 26th, just a few days after my birthday. We will see you here next month for the August live. Hit that notification bell so you don't miss it.
And if you're in the closed Facebook group, there's we have a pop-up. I don't know the day. There's a pop-up event coming up. I don't know the date yet.
Stay tuned.
Yeah.
I still want to see if people comment if they want to do beach, barbecue, or bar. Or you're really committed to doing all three.
For the pop-up?
Yeah. No. Stay tuned. Bump, bump, bum. All right, y'all. If you have not already and you are planning your trip, visit expatlifeghana.com and check out the accommodations at the lodge, the day trips to Volta, to Aburi, to the cocoa farms, to the Cape Coast castles, to
waterfalls, Dome
over.
waterfalls. We've got all kind of waterfalls.
Really,
the Sanctuary,
really
Cancun National Park.
Yes.
We go all over.
And if you want a more inclusive, pre-planned vacation, we offer those too with the best tour guide that you'll ever get.
Elliot's great. No, Elliot's like, huh? Yeah.
I really think that though we didn't anticipate this for you in terms of you really do. Like, I think you enjoy bringing people to Ghana and showing them why you love it so much.
Yeah, I do. I really do. What is E talking about?
E's just.
I met you back in 72. Now you're acting phony. 72. Are you really?
Don't talk about people's
2
age
years
now.
younger than me?
Don't talk about people's age right now.
I know.
Is there anything you want to talk about as we part here?
I
I think it's just that leave that racism behind and come and see what it feels like to leave it behind.
Yeah.
Ghana's got that for you. That's my takeaway.
It's more. I want to say this correctly. Ghana has more to offer than you can anticipate. So come with a clean slate.
Oh,
am I rhyming today?
Clean slate. Okay. All right. I guess then that's that. Are you gonna wrap us?
I don't know. She's like that. I'm like, do I just end? We just cut the fade to black.
I don't know if that. Oh, sorry.
Y'all see what I gotta do. I can't have nothing. Charlie out for now.
If you ever see any of our live videos, you know at the end we always, or any of our pre-recorded videos, you know at the end we always do bloopers. So this is my blooper for you. Y'all, it was no joke. Tony went to a brewery and kept sending me pictures. And I was like, what is going on?
Okay, so to let you know, one of the chiefs, the linguist chief, passed away a couple of months ago, and his funeral was over the weekend. So that was my first Ghana funeral for a chief. And let me tell you, I wasn't ready to hear gunshots right behind my head. It was like pow, 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 pow. And you know, me being from the States, I was like, everybody else was sitting around like, I didn't know that, you know, for the chief's funeral that they bring out shotguns and you know they got the starter shots off and they just all day with, and I didn't know that, and so for like the first minute I had like PTSD kicking in and I was like nervous. Wow, it was weird. So after about the third day, because I was like Friday, Saturday,
you got used to it.
Yeah,
okay.
Sunday I was used to it. It was just like yeah. And then I went back on Tuesday, and it was just
they just kept trying to feed you and drink and offer you drinks.
Yeah,
but you had a good time.
I did. I had a good time.
Well, there you go.
So
I enjoyed the play-by-play that you would send me. So
yeah, I had to let you know I was okay.
All right.
All right. See you guys next time.
Bye.